Hi people, Bear here. Well, how are we doing? It's been a long time since I've done any real videos or such, but I did promise I would do a little video here on pimping my asp, and that's what this title's going to be. And we're going to follow this along on this journey of how we're going to actually try and pimp out this asp to the very best it possibly can get to and show you what we're trying to do here, okay? Now the first part of this video went a bit kooif. I'm using Camtasia for it, and for some reason that first part's been corrupted, so I'm redoing it. The second part's okay, which is cool, so I'll just join them together and fiddle around with that. So let's have a quick look at our setup. Now it's been modded already, so you can't see the improvements per se, but I'm going to show you what we've got. Okay, and you'll see it in this later on in the video how I got there. Okay, so originally my boost speed here was about 440ish, round about that. Okay, but obviously we've gone along and we've gone to Professor Palin and we've gone to the Dweller. Those are the two areas that we were aiming to go to sort out our dirty drives, okay, and also sort out our recharge rate on our power plant. Okay, so boost speed was about 440. We've now got it up to 468, and this is a multi-purpose asp. Okay, so this puppy jumps like a bitch, it fights like a dog, and it's a little mini tank. Okay, so the idea is it's an all-rounder. Okay, and if I want to strip it down for purely exploration, easy. I can just store the mods. Put in, say, because I've got a class 5 shield in here right now, I can put in my class 3 oobed up shield, so it's still got some shields, but it will jump further. At the moment, you can see at the bottom here where my little mouse is, maximum jump range is 41.85. I have maxed out the FSD in this puppy, so I reckon if I strip it down, I'll probably get 50 out of that. If not 50, damn close to it. But I do have some decent gear on this puppy. At the moment, current jump range is 40.24. If I'm fully laden, carrying tons of shit, and I got 64 tons of capacity on this beast as it stands in its current setup, I'm going to 36.62. So that is decent. My power consumption here, I am just oozing with power here, okay? So I've got so much room in the tank, it's frightening. But that's because of the weapon setup I'm using, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So let's have a quick look at where we're at. Okay, I've already done the 2 mods, but you'll see that later on in the video of what I modded out. But just to recap here, okay, I got a multi-cannon set up here. I looked at different things like lasers, pulse, beam, all that sort of shit. And because I'm looking to take on some big badasses here, so I'm not just talking about vultures, I'm talking about here pythons, and very much so the anaconda, because those puppies is what I'm going to try and take out with this setup here, but I really need it tweaked to the absolute max to do it. At the moment, my multi-cannons are all level 4, okay, I haven't got to 5 yet, because I'm collecting the mats for that. That embedded firmware stuff is a pain in the ass. I've had to give up and go base hopping for it, but I've only got 6 so far there, and I obviously don't want to start playing around until I've got something like 20 to 30 of those. Then I can start actually doing this. But let me show you the setup on the multi-cannons very quickly, okay? So we'll go into here, modification. So we've got overcharged weapons on all of them except, well, you know, they're all overcharged, sorry. And we've got incendiary rounds on all of them except one. Okay, now you can see here in this first one here, we've got damage 32.4, 48.6. This is at level 4, not bad. Go to this one here. Just click on the mod on this one here. Damage per sec 46, 29.8. Not bad. Okay, remember these are level 4. On this puppy here, we got 51.6 damage per second. Tasty. Damage 29.4. Nice. I like that one. Okay. Oh, and hang on. Wait a second. You'll see that one. That's corrosive shell. So I've got basically 1 corrosive shell and the rest are incendiary. Now, the reason why I've only got 1 corrosive is corrosive doesn't stack. Alright, so there's no point in having 2 corrosive shells, it's just a waste of time. So I've got incendiary on the lot and corrosive on 1. So when I start chumping into the hull, the corrosive, obviously you can see there, weakens the hull hardness and the rest do the work. Which is tasty. But this setup rips the living daylights out of shields on any class. Okay, it is that good. Okay, so that's that one. Let's go to this one here, modification. We've got 33.7, 47, average. On the medium ones, Just quickly show you this here. Damage 48.1, 32.9. Again, average. Work to be done, but I said I've done some work on them, but I didn't want to go and spend too much when I'm getting to 5. So I'm collecting all the stuff for the 5s. There you go, Incendiary again. Damage per sec, 44.4 increase. Damage 31.6. So decent. Okay. That is on the hard points. Utility mounts here. Interesting little setup I've got here. I've still kept my heat sink in here because, you know, when you're scooping and doing a bit of exploration and stuff like that, that heat sink can be an absolute you know, a lifesaver sometimes. So I've kept that in there. I did have a choff in here, but I'm thinking, with this setup, do I really need the choff? It's handy. It's nice to have, but I need 3 shield boosters here, okay? And what I've done here with the shield boosters, and a wee shout out to Massive D for some suggestions he's come up with, which is really appreciated, mate. Thank you. Looking at the mods here, is I've gone for, on this one here, resistance augmented shield booster. So that's boosting my kinetic, thermal and explosive. So I've got 2 like that. Okay, now I've only got 3 pips on this at the moment because I need to open up another engineer to get to 5. So when I get to 5, I reckon those anacondas are going to be a lot easier than what they are right now for me, okay? So that's set up there. So I've got 9.7, 3 lots there, which is decent on that one. This one here, 9.8, slightly better, and a 9.9 at the bottom, tasty. Okay, and then the last one here, I have got a heavy duty shield here, which boosts the overall shield. Alright, so I got 1 heavy duty and 2 of the augmented ones, as you can see there. Bringing that back. And the reason why I've done that, if I go into the optional, is it's a shield generator. What I've done here is, originally I was just going for full power, but, excuse me, it's a bit of a cold here and it's chilly in Scotland, trust me, is that I found that it was good, but it wasn't as good as it could be. And again, Massive D pointed me in the right direction here in this one, which is really cool. So with this thermal resistant shields, I got 5 puppies in there. Okay, explosive resistance 51.2 tasty, thermal 32.8, integrity 126. So a little bit of work here. That's the current up increase there. So we're up to 52.8 overall. It's pretty decent. I'm sure there's a little bit of room in that, but the key thing is, and I've got a couple other mods I want to do first before I come back to this, because this setup is decent. So that's not a bad 5 pips on those shields. But those shield boosters, I need them up to 5 before I really start getting, you know, into the super tank status for this. Setup wise, just so you can see, cargo rack 64, so I can still go hunting for cargo, etc. And take stuff around, which is very handy when I'm obviously farming these mats. 5A shield generator, 3A fuel scoop, essential. Docking computer, I know what some of you are going to say, but like, I'm jumping around doing all these mats, farming stuff left, right and centre. I'm going to station after station after station. I can't be arsed with it. And I can fly this puppy really well, but if I'm coming out, if I have to come in at the right angle and adjust this and adjust that, it's just wasting time. So really, that's just a time saver for me. That's all it is. Shield, 3A shield cell bank. So I got rid of the choff, you know, obviously in the first setup here, and I thought, right, I've got the shield set up here, and I really didn't want to put a 5 in here because I need that cargo, I need that, so it has to be a 3. So I thought 3A shield cell bank is really, really handy when I'm up against a tricky situation. Okay, where I think, right, I need to get out of here, or I'm struggling a little bit here. Maybe I can finish this guy off if I pop the shield cell bank. So it gives me a bit of 2 options. One, I think I can take the guy, I'll pop it, give me a bit more time, bang, he's toast. Or if that anaconda is ripping my ass off and I need to get out of there, pop that puppy, boom, because I've only got light hulls here. Alright, I've not gone for a combat setup. It's a multi-purpose beastie I've got here. Planetary vehicle, goes without saying. Advanced discovery scanner and a planet approach thing there. Okay, so I've shown you the utilities. Core internals here. The power plant. Light alloys, work to be done on that. So we'll do that in another video. We've only got duty heavy armor 1, so it's but it's light alloys, you know what I mean? But you know, 97.4 boost on the hull, not bad. A little bit of improvement on thermal, but not much. Kinetic, obviously, and explosive, yuck. Power plant, I'm pretty sure I showed you that, but plus 30%, so four in that one there. But the issue with that one, if I'm right in saying that, let me just toggle this for you. On that power plant, let me just check what am I looking on that one. I've got so much in the tank here. Yeah, that's right. I've got so much in the tank. It's not a biggie, but we'll come back to that. We're going to leave that to the end because I'm not strapped for power here. With the weapon setup I've got, right, and what I've done with everything else on the ship, I have got so much power here. It's frightening. So I'm laughing. Whereas lots of people are always trying to balance the power and have to shut things down or put it onto priority 2 or 3. I don't have that problem, man. I am toasty. The 5D thrusters, well, we've modded this out, and you'll see that later on, but I have now maxed that out on the video, okay? So later on in the vid, you'll see that. So we have now got a real beast between our legs here, man. We're talking serious thrust, okay? So, and you'll see that later on in the video. 5A frame shift drive. Just to show you this is an absolute demon. 5 pips in here, man. Look at that optimized mass. You wet your pants for that. 52.3. We are talking boom. Okay, that jumps. And like I say, if I strip this beastie down, I'm pretty sure I can get 50 out of this with jump range. No problem. The power distributor, modifications on that. We've done the work on that. But I'm pretty sure I cover that off later on with those exquisite focus crystals. They are such a pain in the ass. I did a little bit of grinding for it, then I did a bit of homework on it. I thought, why am I doing this? There's clearly an issue in the game about that. Just to give you an update for those people that haven't seen some of the updates, the moderators, and today's the beginning of December, are aware of it. They've actually flagged it now. They said they're looking into it. So I'm hoping, with so many people grizzling about how it's so difficult to get them, if not impossible, they'll fix that in the next week or so. Well, it's be a nice wee Christmas present if we got that. Okay, cool. All right, so that is our current setup. As I said, I've had to redo the first part of this video because the first part broke. So the changes are already through, but you'll see later on in the video, part 2 shows you me going through the changes, and I got a couple of combat scenes in there, people. Combat scenes. So you can see how I manage against I think it's a federal dropship and a tasty little vulture. So there you go. Enjoy the rest of the video when it comes up. Take care. Bye now. Alright peeps, I had to pause it there for a wee second. So here's where we are just now. We're at hip 18327, and we're like really piggy in the middle because Maya's here, okay, which is where we're going to go for the dirty drives. But I think it's word is it? Where are you? Word here is where we need to go for the other engineer. So piggy in the middle. It doesn't make sense to go there and then all the way back here. So we're going to spend a little bit of resource getting to Maya. Okay, we've already got that plugged in here. Just bring it up back for you here. We've got that scheduled in. Yeah, so we can jump there, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we'll get to Maya and then we'll come back to the other engineer. So we've already got that programmed in. So I'm going to pause this video, get all the way there rather than waste your time. And then we'll do a wee bit of engineering mod and then pimp that thrust there, man. We're going to try and get over 500 on the thrust here. Okay, and then we're going to go beating back there to upgrade the other section here for our engineer mod to try and get that from 2 to 4. Okay, so we'll be back in a mo. You're bringing it back because of my cargo, people. We've been interdicted here, so I'm just going to show my current setup here. Okay, so we're going, see bottom right here, we've got 4 pips to shields, 2 to engines. We're going to change that to 2 to weapons. Sorry, 4 to, yeah, 2 to weapons. Alright, we got somebody having a go at me here just now. Let's find out who this is. Oh, he's looking pretty powerful. Ooh, it's a federal dropship. So, deploying weapons. Bring that back here. Okay. So I'm arsing around here, getting this set up here. We're just going to rip through this bastard's shields. And that was toe to toe with that guy, and I gave him a big start on me, as you can see. Just whilst I try and he's taking one rung on my shields off. bastard. Time to pay.
Warning, temperature critical.
Right. Bring him up. Right, come on. Get stuck in there, you little bastard. Well, he's having a wee go at my shield, so...
Critical. Warning, taking heat damage.
Popping my shield cell bank now, reluctantly. As I said, I did give him a big head start on me. Let's get one boost on that and get right in close.
Heat damage.
Shields have come up, I think. What the hell? Controls are gone, hang on.
Warning, temperature critical.
Okay, so I've got most of his hull, but because of the way he's been attacking me, I haven't got much of his power plant.
Warning, temperature critical.
You're mine, baby, you're mine. Ciao. Now I gave that guy a huge start on me, and I had to use my shield cell bank there, which was not ideal, but it just shows you the setup I've got just now, how effective it is, and I really wasn't focusing there much. As I said, I was arsing around a little bit there, so let's just see if he's dropped anything decent. For refined crocus crystals, we'll have that. Hang on, let me just check my mid-mats again. Slow down a bit. Just want to check that because I do know I need those refined materials. I got some room. Just quickly check why I am on refined. $12. Yeah, it's not great, but we'll pick it up.
Cargo scoop deployed.
There it is. Alright, and I won't waste your time whilst I do this, people. We'll pick this bad boy up and then we'll get on our way again, alright? But I just wanted to show you that's the current setup, but as with 3 mods on the shield cell banks, so I get them to 5, it's going to make a big difference. But we'll come back when we get to our location. Okay, bringing it back, people. So we're at Palin now. I just sold some of my... Sorry, 1 second there. Oh, I thought my computer was frying on me there. Right. I just saw some of my navigational data to get the engines up to 5. So let's have a look. Thrusters. We want thrust. So we're going to go for dirty drive tuning. Obviously, we can't use all this because we've got only X amount of cadmium as well. What have we got in the pharmaceutical? Oh, sorry, get out of there, get out of there. Over here, I got loads of pharmaceutical isolators. So let's have a look at where we are just now. And what room have we got here? Power draw, thermal load, optimal multiplier. So I only have a 3% mass available. So we'll have 3 or 4 shots at this maybe, and then move on. Let's have a look at optimal mass. So let's go for this puppy and see what we can squeeze out of it. Oh, nice little improvement there. Not worried about power draw. Okay, we got an extra 1% on the multiplier. Power draw improvement. That's not bad. Optimal multiplier. Ah, dancer. What can I say to that one? Fist pumping to the piggy bank. Almost, what, slight degrading integrity. It's not a big thing to worry about. Optimal mass down 7%. I'll live with that. Power draw improvement. Thermal load. Hey ho. We like to run hot. But we have just melted that optimal multiplier at the top there. So we're going to apply that bad boy. and we only need one shot at that. So I'm going to accept that one. We're just going to take off here. We've refueled everything and replenished everything, and let's just check what our boost is now. And then we're going to head off and get this other mod sorted out.
Ship release.
Landing gear
Departure
retracted.
authorized.
Okay, we're about 440 the last time, if I remember rightly. 430, 440 on our boost. Is that about 460? So we've got a slight improvement
Flight
there.
Control protocol now offline. Thank you, Commander.
458, so not a huge one there, but 465. So we've got about a 25 to 25 boost improvement there. And you bear in mind the loadout we've got. If I strip this down a wee bit, pretty sure I could get that up to 500, but we want a little tank here. So there you go, peeps, that's that one done. So a little improvement, 25 boost there. That's tasty, we'll take that. We're now off to get the other engineer mod, so I'll pause this video and come back when we get there. Okay, bringing you back, peeps. We're on our way to the dweller, being interdicted again, so let's be a little bit more on the ball this time. And we're going to go 2 pips to weapons, everything else on shields. And let's have a look at this guy and see what we've got. He's fast, he's fast. Come on, we got pimped out dirty drives on, man. Alright, we got a vulture. Normally they are suicidal for a lot of people. But watch me rip this little puppy to bits.
Warning. Temperature.
Shields taking a hammering, as in his are. Get these shields down.
Target shields offline.
Shields are away. Come back to DaBear.
Warning.
There you
Temperature
go.
critical.
I'm not focusing on anything. If you know what I mean, like power plants, stuff like that against this puppy, it'll just rip him to pieces. Look at my shields, guys. And I say most people loathe vultures, especially a decent one. This guy's expert, so he's no muppet. I'll just reduce my speed, bring him in line, and speed up again. And rip. Look at me rip the crap out of this guy.
Warning. Temperature
And he's
critical.
toast. And look at my
Target
shields,
destroyed.
peeps. And they're not maxed out with the boosters, etc. Let's just slow down and see if he's dropped anything decent. Oh, no. Refined focus crystals, galvanizing, refined. Should we pick up the refined? Yes, let's pick up the refined. Well, we'll pause this and we'll get back on our way, but after we've picked this up. So back soon. But there you go, little demonstration. I think we had a ferro dropship beforehand. Had to pop a shield booster thing there for that, because again we weren't really on the ball on that one. This one a little bit more on the ball and pwned his ass. Here we go, peeps, back again. Oh, just take the video off there. So let's just have a quick look at this. Yeah, cool. Alright, so remember we said... Oh, sorry, mic wasn't close to my mouth there. That's not good, is it? We can't get these bloody things, these exquisite focus crystals, so we can only go from 2 to 4 here with regards to the charge enhanced power distributor. 29% max in all 3 of those key areas. So, let's go and have a look and see what we can do. So, select, charge enhanced. So there's some room there. Charge enhanced. Just looking at what I've got spares for if I have to come back and piss around, but okay. Right, so got a bit of a cold here, sorry guys. It's Scotland, for God's sake, you know what I mean, man. Freeze polar bears up here. Right, let's see what we can get on this puppy. Dun, 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 dun. Weapons recharge. Right, let's go. We have, I believe, yeah, man, 12 goes if we want it. Well, 10 actually, because I got the hybrid capacitor, so 10 goes. I'd rather not use all 10, so weapons recharge. That's a decent first run. Alright, I take a hit on the capacity side of things. Do we get any boosts here? Power draw. Bugger to that. Well, we'll apply that one anyway. That's our base starting point. And we're going to go again. Nope, what are we doing? There we go. Let's try this again. And see what we can get out of this. Ideally, I'd like to see that capacity go up a little bit. Without any drop down. An increase, an increase, an increase, an increase. Oh, dancer! Don't think I'm really going to beat that. Weapons capacity up 3%. That is absolutely awesome. I don't see me maxing this out much further. At 4. And I don't really want to use up all my resource on that, but that's a good. But there again, I'd like to get that to 5, so we'll have another bash at this because it'll get me up to level 5. Dun, dun, dun. I've hit the wrong one, haven't I? I'm a donkey. Oh well, it's still going to get me up to the 5 points, so that's cool. Discard. I got a 1% max out there. A little bit of room on the engine and system capacity. So let's have a look at this. 8 attempts left, but I really don't want to use more than 2 or 3. Any drop at the top I'm not taking, obviously, so it's no, 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 no. No, thank you. We will try again. Try to squeeze every little bit of juice out of this without using up too much in the way of resource. We would need a boost on the top to make that even viable, but weapons capacity drops massively, so no thanks. Nope. Ooh, engine recharge is decent. Damn shame it didn't do the rest. We'll do one more and that'll be us at 5 anyway, if not already there. Close, close, close. We need a boost across the lot. Engine recharge goes up. So my weapons recharge and system recharge goes up. That's me pimped that puppy out, man. At 4, that is pimped out to hell. Engine goes up, weapons capacity drops, but I gained a little bit in the last roll, remember. System goes up, engines go up. Recharge rate for those are up another 1%, so we're going to apply that. And that's pimped out the recharge at the top. So at 4, and we've got 5 now, so when they fix those exquisite focus crystals, where are we? Yeah, see these little puppies here? See when they get that fixed, we'll obviously be back, because there's another 4% on the top, 5% on the bottom available. Come on, get that away. Up here. So when they get those exquisite focus crystals sorted out, we will be back to pimp out even more. So, we're really pimped out at level 4 for the charge enhanced power distributor. Let's go back here. Let's go into outfitting and just refresh memories. And then I'm going to bog off out of here, finish this video up, people, and let you know where we're going to be focusing next, which is... a second. It's going to be really on the shield front, which is decent at the moment. Don't get me wrong, it's not epic, which is where we're looking to get to here. So, let's recap. Hard points, all on 4. I'm actually going to see if I can get these 2 up just now, because I do have enough mats to do those 2 a little bit. Utility mounts, these little ones here, these shield cell boosters, are only on 3. They are next on the agenda to get to 5 and max out 5, okay? Core internal, where are we? Yes, we've pimped out the frame shift drive, so that is maxed. We can't improve that. Thrusters, you've seen us. We've maxed them. We've got so much thrust between our pants here, it's frightening. Power plant, we're cooking with gas there. We don't really need to worry about that. We've got so much room in the tanks there. Definitely going to pimp out the light alloys a little bit more if we can. Power distributor, you've seen us do that. We've pimped that out at the level we can get to on that one. So that's pretty cool. Optional internals, just to refresh my memory. Shield generator, probably a little bit of room on that one. But it's now get that painite, which is a pain in the ass. So we can unlock the other engineers. Once we've done that, the next key thing is those shield boosters. We get that done, we are laughing. And then it's Anaconda time. Here we come, man. Okay, well, that's it for now. That's Pimp My Ass. Video number 1 done. We will be back when we get the mods, etc., and opened up the other engineer to pimp out those shield boosters. On that note, peeps, take care, enjoy. Any questions, ask away. And remember, I haven't been playing this long. I played it back in the 80s when it was a phenomenal game. It's pretty cool now. But any questions for you novices out there that think, oh, how do I do this? What do I do that? I can share my experiences and my mistakes to help you get there a little bit faster and with a little bit less pain. And on that note, take care, boys and girls. Catch you in the next video.